In this video, we will walk through visually what it looks like to receive the district-provided lessons, personalize them for your students, and then share them with your families. Your role has been and continues to be focused in 3 areas: connecting with students, personalizing their activities, and providing feedback. It is our hope that providing these lessons frees you up to do these 3 things, even in these most unlikely of circumstances. You will receive access to the district-provided lesson plans at least 1 week ahead of the day they are scheduled to be implemented. During this week, you will collaborate with your team and partner with others, such as the special education teacher, an ESL teacher, and specials teachers, to personalize these lessons for each of your students. First, let's take a look at what you will receive each week. You will receive an email from the Blue Valley Curriculum email account that looks like this. It will include links to each grade level's folder where you can find the lesson plans for that week. You will create a copy or download these lessons from the Google Doc. We will go over that process in a moment.
When you click on the grade level link, it will take you to a folder that has documents like this. The standard set of lessons will be named Elementary Weekly Activity Template. This is the file you will want to copy. There are other documents in the folder for ESOL and special education. If you have students with accelerated math placements, you will find their math lessons on the document of that name. For these students, you will replace the standard math lesson with these from the accelerated class.
Also included in the email is a link to the checklist in this module to help guide you through the personalization process. And finally, you will notice at the bottom an invitation to grade level sessions with IDCs. If you want to discuss the lessons, get some pointers on personalization, or just collaborate with other teachers of your grade, these are great opportunities. These will be held each week and facilitated by the IDCs who authored the lessons. Let's take a look at a sample of the lessons and what it looks like to personalize them for students. Where there is the pink highlighted text, you are encouraged to type in your guidance, comments, and encouragement for your students. Notice at the top is a section for a welcome or general message to your students from you. As you scroll down, you will see the lesson plans on the left, and in the far right column of the core subject lessons, there is space set aside for your personalizations and comments.
After IELTS and Math, you will see the SEL and Specials choices for students. They will be encouraged to complete at least one option per section each week. For grades 4 and 5, there are activities for strings and band students too. If students need support in selecting a choice for SEL or Specials, or need accommodations, please feel free to add that information in your general message at the top or below that section.
Here is an example of completed personalized lessons. When you consider all students, those with IEPs, 504s, English language learning plans, and accelerated math placements, you will provide guidance for them as they complete their lessons. For some students, this would mean prioritizing some steps or activities, and for others, it may mean adding a layer of complexity. When it comes to math, you will need to set the stage for your students and families so they know what to expect. If the math concept that students will learn this week has already been learned, let them know that these concepts are so important, essential, that additional practice is valuable. If this is a new concept, you might want to connect them to a video explaining the concept or record yourself leading them through an introduction. In any case, at the forefront of your process, please keep in mind the current situation and the demands of families at this time. Some families are at home working and trying to facilitate learning for up to 3 or 4 students. Flexibility and getting to know your families will be key. Not only tailoring support for them to the student learning needs, but also the family situation. In these times, less is often more. Once you access the district-provided lessons, the first thing you'll want to do is make your own copy. Go to File, the top left, then select Make a Copy. A window will come up that will allow you to name your copy, Then select the folder in which you want to house it. From there, open up your copy. At this point, you can make your personalizations and add your message.
Once your personalizations are complete, for a student or group of students, you will need to decide how to share your information. You have a couple of options. You could download a PDF and send it in an email. You could share a link to a Google Doc with the family and student. Or you could copy-paste the personalized lessons into the body of an email. In all cases, it's highly likely that you'll have a couple versions of a week's lessons. Before you begin, think through how you will organize these documents and what method you will use.
For families who will be receiving paper copies of lessons, you will need to make contact with them through email or phone call and share your suggestions, personalizations, and comments in that fashion. The paper copy that students will receive will be the standard lessons without any personalizations. Therefore, the student and family will rely on you contacting them to provide that guidance. If you have issues making contact or determining the best method of contact, consult with your principal. We do not advise at all using your personal phone number, and if you need help in creating a Google Voice number, please contact your principal or Blended Learning.
As you begin to dig into this information in the first set of lessons, don't forget you have support and resources to assist you. We would encourage you to take advantage of the IDC office hours, the Continuous Learning Canvas page, and coaching from your IDC. Thank you for all that you have done and all that you will do to make this time of continuous learning the best it can be for our students.